be a 10, but I don't make the rules, so 3 stars instead.
Since the very beginning of the franchise, fans have been asking, begging, and demanding a Forza Horizon game set in Japan. And in about a month, they're finally going to get it with Forza Horizon 6. Though Xbox was nice enough to give me an early hands-on gameplay preview of the highly anticipated open-world racer. I have to note that this is an early preview build, so it's missing many of the features, cars, and events that will be in the final release. That being said, you should know that this is not a review. That will come later. Instead, I'm just going to talk about my impressions so far based on what I experienced in the preview. Got it? Good. Oh, I should also mention that I played the preview build on an Xbox Series X console with a control pad. Alright, let's get into it. Admittedly, booting up Forza Horizon 6 for the first time felt surreal. I'm old enough to remember fans calling for a Horizon festival set in Japan ever since the first game in the series came out nearly 15 years ago. Now it's finally happened, and it was almost hard to believe at first, even though it was right there in front of my face. As I went through each phase of the opening drive, I kept my eyes peeled to try and pick out any immediately obvious visual upgrades over Forza Horizon 5. If I'm being honest, I wasn't expecting much, only because I thought that Playground Games and Turn 10 Studios already figured out how to squeeze all the performance out of the Xbox Series consoles in the previous Horizon game, which is beautiful, by the way. However, I was pleasantly surprised, specifically by the lighting and reflection off the cars, buildings, and plant life. Light was bouncing off the shiny surfaces and back into the camera, creating these flares that added a sense of warmth and realism. Each environment was a visual delight, from the neon-lit streets of Tokyo to the snow-capped mountains to the forest roads. All of it is rendered beautifully by the Series X with no noticeable frame dips or graphical glitches. The visual fidelity really enhanced the sense of authenticity in every location. That's also thanks in large part to Kyoko Yamashita, the cultural consultant who Playground Games enlisted to ensure it captured all the right details in its depiction of Japan. Unfortunately, I've never been to Japan myself, so I can't make any personal comparisons, but it certainly feels like Yamashita nailed it. Whether it was Mount Fuji looking over me as I discovered new roads, or living out my Wangan midnight dreams when racing on the city freeways at night, it felt like I was realizing all the wish fulfillment from a dream trip to Japan. The new map is massive. Even in this early build, it felt overwhelming in the best way. I can tell that there's going to be so much to explore that it'll take even the most hardcore players quite a while to see it all. It also looks like there's room for expansion, the prospect of which has me very excited. As mentioned in the initial reveal, Forza Horizon 6 starts off with your character needing to earn their way into the Horizon Festival. To do that, you'll need to complete a series of qualifying events. You'll start with 3 cars at your disposal: a Nissan S13 Silvia Coupe, a Toyota Celica GT4 or All-Track as it was known in the States, and a big honkin' Chevy truck. Each vehicle is suited to various qualifier events, so you'll get a turn in all 3 before you're done. Once you finish the qualifiers, you'll get to run in the first showcase event and earn your first festival wristband. Since this is a preview build, the experience stops short of the showcase. That was a bit of a bummer, but the good news is I was still free to explore as much of the map as I wanted. And some of the new features, like the garage customization. There is a robust system for styling your garage spaces to your liking with a large library of furniture, props, toolboxes, and other items to make each space your own. Garage designs can also be shared with other players, so it's safe to say that Playground Games is probably hoping that a community of creative space decorators will flourish in the same way that the livery creator community does. Another new feature is the mascot. Each district of the map is represented by a different mascot, all of which are modeled after Japanese foods like ramen, onigiri, and dango skewers. They're adorable, which made me feel kind of guilty for smashing through them, but that's what you're supposed to do when you see them. Douka irusuke kudasai, dango-kun. While I didn't get to explore the whole map, I did find some neat points of interest, like this giant mech overlooking the Horizon Festival. And I even found one of the new aftermarket Discovery cars. These modified cars will pop up in different spots on the map, and if you can get there in time, you can buy them for a reasonable price, like this EK Honda Civic Type R I found in the shipping port. I'm still reserving judgment, but I have to admit I thoroughly enjoyed every moment of this preview. What hits me the hardest is the potential for Forza Horizon 6 to grow into something special as new features, expansions, and cars are added. If things go the way I think they might, then we may have another banger on our hands. I'll know for sure once I get my hands on the completed game. So subscribe and hit the notification bell, that way when the full review comes out, you'll be the first to know. In the meantime, you can check out the rest of our Forza Horizon 6 gameplay videos on the channel. Thanks for watching.